release.
True Opinion Podcast.
I still love that intro music. Hey, y'all. Welcome to this episode of the True Opinion Podcast. I'm your host, Adontaus. And what's up? It's been so long. It's always say that. It's always been so long. Listen, life just been life, and these kids, this job, this house, this everything. And then, like, I've kind of got distracted by like some little side things I was doing. And then, like, suddenly, all of a sudden, I'm down a YouTube makeup hole, and I'm like buying all this makeup, y'all, that just sits in my bathroom in the cabinet that I swear I'm gonna try to put on like these girls do one day, but I don't have the time. And then I kind of, after I shop for the stuff, I lose interest in it, which is crazy because I've spent my money. But that's neither here nor there. I guess that's probably makeup and all of its. I know nothing about it, so I don't know how I'm gonna do a show about it, but I will. It'll be coming. But today, I'm gonna talk to y'all about, let's see, a couple different things, because this is just a test. Check me out. New microphone, check 1 2 1 2. But I know, listen. I always like to go back and listen to old episodes and see, like, do I still agree, or what's the deal with that? So I took a listen at my child support episode, and for the most part, I still agree with everything I said, because if you don't know nothing, I just love the kids. I love the babies. I love the kids, and it just really pains me, like, them being caught in the middle of a bad situation or a tumultuous situation. So, like, that's where my heart is first, with the kids. But then we got to deal with raggedy parents. And so I would say the only amendment I would make to the child support episode would probably be more admonishment for the parents. So I think last time I eviscerated the guys first. So let's start with the girls, the women, the moms. Like, yes, you are raising this child. The relationship, for whatever reason, y'all broke up, or you got a divorce, or whatever. It didn't work out. Like, shit happens, nothing to be ashamed of, and nothing to be upset about. Like, yeah, you're gonna be upset for a while because it is the death of a relationship. I mean, it's mourning. You mourn it. It's over. It's done. So yes, you get upset for a while, but I promise you, I swear to you, you really, 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 really have to let that shit go. There is nothing in life that is going to be good for you, that is going to turn out right for you. Like, shit is going to be fucked up if you don't let go of past anger and hurt and pain. One, you're going to carry it with you every day, which is going to make you a shitty person. It is. Your friends ain't going to tell you, I'm not your friend, like, personally. I'm your podcast friend, but I'm not your personal friend. So I don't see your behavior every no to be the one to tell you, but I'm going to tell you, like, when you carry that type of shit with you all the time, it makes you a very difficult person to be around. And the only people who going to want to be around you are people who like to see you miserable, people that are miserable too. Anybody that has like good positive energy, they are going to steer clear of you, because you, ma'am, you're toxic. And don't nobody want to hear that. It is going to seep into your relationships. Like, you are going to carry whatever anger you got toward that nigga, whatever, however he treated you, that, like, you gonna be looking for warning signs. Like, oh, this how this nigga used to do. Let me start turning up. Let me start acting crazy. I know what's finna happen. Then trying to cut it off at the hedge, cut it off at the pass, cut it off at the knees. Trying to stop the shit. You gonna start acting up before the situation may even get to the point where in your head you've already taken it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you thinking it's gonna be one thing, and it's not. It wasn't gonna be that. It ain't that. But you didn't went ahead and acted a damn fool. Like, for what? See? You have to let that stuff go. Like, you really, really have to let that stuff go. And also, your kids gonna see it too. Like, your kids can tell, like, you a grumpy pants. You like, I can't even tell y'all. I cannot even tell you the freedom. And let me tell you something. Also, then this ain't true in all cases, but they say it's a thin line between love and hate. True. But love and hate are not opposites. The opposite of love is like indifference. Love and hate are both passions, strong. It's emotions and stuff. It is if you hate somebody, like, why you need to figure out, like, why can they elicit such strong passions and emotions from you? Like, when you are truly done with somebody, you are indifferent. Like, you don't care if they live or die. You don't care if they doing well or not. You don't care to see it either. Because, like, like, sometimes, like, I'm gonna, look at they fucking social media and see, let me try to tell from pictures and what they say if they still doing good or if they feeling good or if they whatever. Like, if if you, when you really don't care, like, you don't care. You don't want to see the pictures. You don't want to hear about it. Like, you don't care. And that is the true opposite of love. It's indifference. And let me tell you something. When you acting a fool with this nigga still, who y'all done had a kid who is down 10, 11, 12, 13 and up, like a lot of time has passed since y'all been together. And you still acting crazy, talking crazy, want to yell and scream, or, act like you writing a dissertation on y'all relationship and stuff. All of that feeds that nigga's ego, because he like, look at this bitch. Look, she still want me. You know how these get dudes are? She still want the D. Yeah, look at her. Look, why you still so upset? They know why you still so upset. You the only one who don't know why you still so upset. It's because you probably still have some feelings. And if you are really that angry over how shit went, like, you need to just write it down in a journal, in a letter, and then burn that shit and let it go off into the ether. Write it and never mail it. Write an email, never send it. Like, I know it sounds cliche or something, but clearly it's some feelings, some things you need to work out, get up off your chest. Of course, going to therapy would probably be best. Like, I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with therapy. Like, get that stupid shit out your head, because you are holding up your life. And in the meantime, if you doing all this while the nigga got visitation with the kids, so you making drop offs or pickups like difficult, like with your actions, like, like, you the problem. Does nobody want to deal with that? Like, dude, like, don't nobody want to deal with that. Or if, like, you ain't gonna see them in this, why don't you want some time to yourself? Don't you want, like, you are not, okay, I'm not gonna say you're not hurting them, because there are, men who really want to spend time with their kid, who their kids are everything to them, and it is terrible to use a child in that way, like, as a pawn. Like, you ain't gonna see them. That's really shitty, and you being a shitty person, and you're gonna have to answer for that at some point. Like, kids right now ain't even as dumb as we used to be when we was younger. So right now they ain't dumb. And when they get older, like, they're gonna have some tough questions for you, like, yo. And if their dad is around somewhere, they can get in contact with him, or they've been in contact with him. When they ask him the questions, men don't care about preserving nothing. They don't care about trying to make you look good or whatever. They'll be like, yo, your mom's was tripping. She was tripping. She made it absolutely difficult. She wouldn't let me call you. She wouldn't let me come see you. Anytime I tried, she tried to go to the police. Like, I was paying child support. I didn't want to, like, drag her through court or whatever. I wasn't trying to take you, but this, and the third. Like, they are going to spill all your shit. And you going to have to account for that, because that kid, even when they get older, it come back and ask you, like, yo, what was up? And what you going to say? I was mad because he was with somebody else. I was mad because I had spent the best years of my life with him and gave him everything and did everything, and he went and married somebody else. You sound crazy. I mean, okay, granted, yeah, that shit would be fucked up. But you sound crazy because you still holding on and you need to let go. You just do. Like there is this whole like you really, if you are doing this, you feel these ways, you really need to disabuse yourself. Disabuse? Disabuse? You just need to knock it off. And you need to especially, this is what I don't understand. If your kid is old enough, most kids like, I mean, shit, my 3-year-olds, they don't have like their own function. Just for, did y'all hear them flushing the damn toilet? I'm in here recording. I can't do nothing with these kids. But they have phones. So when they on the Wi-Fi, they can get FaceTime calls and stuff or whatever. So, and they 3. Judge me if you want, I don't give a fuck. Anyways, but what was I saying? If your kid is old enough, like truly old enough, like 11 and up, and they got their own like real functioning cell phone with a plan and stuff that you didn't buy or that the dad bought or whatnot, they can communicate and it don't have to have nothing to do with you. That sounds wonderful to me. My kids get to do something that I don't have to facilitate. I don't have to be part of. They can that man can truly just be responsible for like being there emotionally and shit and checking on his kid without you having to do anything. Nothing at all. Nothing that's required of you. And you don't I need to know what he's saying to him. Why? Why? Because I guarantee you, like 9 times out of 10, they ain't talking about you. They talking about stupid, video game stuff or sports or whatever. Like this nigga trying to act like he know about that your kid talks about a lot. Like he not talking about what you doing or what's going on in your house, or they probably asking for something like the same little the same conversation your kid give you that you barely want to listen to, they giving it to this nigga. Like you free for like 20, 30 minutes. Like, girl, go do a fucking hydrated mask or something. Go like fucking paint your toenails or watch an episode of like a reality show or anything. Go do something for yourself. Like let them have their time with them niggas. Like, God, you don't have to do this. It just looks bad. It's gonna make you feel bad. It makes you look bad to people. Like if you don't have nobody in your life telling you like how bad you look, how crazy you sound, like what you doing, it's not right. Like you need to really look around at the people you have in your life. Like I don't surround myself with people who gonna only tell me what I want to hear. Like I'm not right about everything. I think I am. But I'm not. I'm not right about everything. I don't know everything. I like to say I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know everything. And I'm very subject to feelings and emotions. And sometimes, even though I try not to react off feelings and emotions, sometimes I do. So you need people around you who know you, who recognize what you're going through, and who gonna tell you, yo, you need to stop. You need to just, please, sis, stop, knock this off. It's not a good look. So that's for the women. For the guys, sirs, you need to get in your kids' lives. Like that's all I can say. And I know, as for my rant on the girls, like they can make it really difficult for you sometimes. I know. And I know it can't be easy. Like, listen, I just talked about this whole makeup thing. Like, I give up on drawing my eyebrows in. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have these little thin little wisp God gave me and go on about my damn business. But you can't give up like that when it's your kid. Like, you have to, and I know it's tiring and it's exhausting. And I'm not trying to I'm trying to be fair. Amaya. Shh. That's Maya, y'all. I'm trying to record and she in this kitchen doing God knows what. But what was I saying? I'm trying to be fair, like for real. I'm not coming down harder on the women than I am on the men. But like the men, like y'all have got to get it together when it comes to like I'm going to be in this kid's life and I know this girl gonna make me jump through. You only gotta do it today like 18. Today 18 or they out of mom's house and into college or whatever. And then, you really don't have to have no dealings with her. Like I was saying before, once your kid get a certain age where they can operate their own phone and text you and call you and you can do the same, like you ain't got to deal with her no more. But I know it can be hard to get to that point because uh there are bad feelings and hurt feelings on both sides. Um and if she has primary custody, she may be keeping the kid away from you to hurt you the way that she feels hurt. So I would want you to try to remember that this one is coming from a place of hurt. And if y'all can't talk like adults and like work shit out and talk shit out, maybe try to seek a mediator. You could uh if you have to go to court, if you have to take her to court so you can get visitation, then that's what you got to do. Like, it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. And nobody really wants to go through it. But especially if you are paying child support, you have a right to see your kid. And the other parent, the woman, the partner, however y'all's parenting situation is set up, like unless you have done something bad, they don't really have a reason to stop you from seeing the kid. And that's something bad. I mean something bad to them. Like, if you were abusive or something, or they're scared you gonna take the kid and run. Like some women are afraid of y'all niggas because y'all get out of relationships and act a motherfucking fool sometimes, which I don't understand. I really, really don't understand. If somebody don't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you. Like that's just the end. Like y'all don't process hurt. And you know why you don't process hurt? Because you were never taught to. You were never told it's okay to feel feelings and to cry and to have emotions and all that shit is part of being a human. Not it ain't manly to who knows what is manly? Who knows what that is? That's what like society has decided for you, and that's what you're gonna go through, and then you gonna end up in jail in a whole lot of trouble. You gonna end up just fucked up because you cannot control your damn emotions is really what it is. So if you've been acting crazy and only like I don't know if you've been acting crazy with these women, with this woman. If you have been, then you need to recognize like, yo, I was really tweaking with her. And I see why she don't want me around her or she don't trust me around the kid. And you have to work to build that trust back. You're going to have to. And you have to calm the fuck down. You don't own anybody. You don't own a woman that you've had a relationship with or a child with. You do not even own your children. Okay? Like y'all really need to knock that shit off. Like for real, so many men, most of y'all men, every man. Like when like in high school, your junior year of high school, you should have to have a therapy session. Like 2 to 3 at least to start trying to like figure out like, are you okay? Like that's what y'all need for real. Probably everybody, but I'm gonna go with the guys first because it seems as though y'all just don't process emotion real good. Now, what is this notification? Oh, this phone. So, anyways, in regards to child support, I guess it's really more about visitation there. Because, if she puts you on child support, then you gotta pay it. You have to pay it and you should pay it. Um that's just it. Like you can't get away from it. Even though paying child support gives you a right to visitation, I believe. Here, I think that's like that. It should be everywhere. Um sometimes you have to fight for it. And it is definitely worth fighting for. And it is your child's life. It's your child's future. It's their future mental and emotional health that you are like looking out for. So you definitely should try to fight for it. Don't just give up. Like, you know what? If she don't make it easy, sorry. That's just the person you had sex with and had a baby with. And they're not making it easy for you. So you're going to have to go other routes, legal routes, safe routes. Don't be threatening nobody. Don't put your hands on nobody. Don't stalk nobody. Don't try to kidnap your kid. There are legal ways and remedies to get to see your kid. Okay? Remember that, please. And I mean, I guess just finally, I would just say, like, everybody just really just think about the kids. Think about what's best for them. And also think about the fact that you don't control nobody. Everybody has free will. You don't control your kids. You don't control their parents. You just kind of have to work within the limitations that are set on you. You got to work with the people in your lives. I mean, I sound kind of woo woo, wishy wishy or whatever, but like that's just the truth. Like people are who they are. You're not going to change anybody, but you need to think about the kid. That's it. And if you think that what you're doing is best for the kid, I would caution you, or I would advise you to kind of back up and really like just like step out of yourself. Like write it down, journal it, write a poem, do some interpretive dance, like something. And also maybe if the kid is old enough, like ask them, like, hey, you want to see your dad? You want to talk to him more? I'm gonna see what I can do to make that happen. Now, of course, you have parents on both sides. Like some dads, y'all are the custodial parent, and you have moms that don't want to have nothing to do with the kid. Moms, you know, you got dads who don't want nothing to do with the kid. Like at that point, if that's like the true case, it ain't nothing you can do about that. It ain't nothing you can do about it. You just be the best parent you can, and they will have to account for, answer for that with their kid or with whatever entity they believe in at some point. But if you have somebody that is willing and wants to be a part of their child's life, like that is really a good thing. And you need to do what you can to make that happen, not be in opposition to it. Hi. Hi. That's Sanaya, y'all saying hi. Say hey. What's wrong? I'm gonna go with that. So yeah, like that's my like little spiel, my little motivational talk, my whatever on kids and child support and how you should act and conduct yourself. Like like we all just got to do better. We all got to do better. Like, you know, personally, like I share a lot of personal stuff on True Opinion. Like I had a whole episode on shit that went down between me and my family, which is like kind of the reason why, yeah, they ain't like that episode. Like I think some of them ain't gonna ever talk to me again over that. But hey, that's neither here nor there. They started it. But anyways, so yeah, I share personal stuff. So I'll fucking tell you, like, yo, my boys have a dad, of course. I mean, they didn't just spring into being. I mean, I am amazing, but you know, not like immaculate conception amazing. But so yeah, they got a daddy. And he is deadbeat dad, I guess, is the I mean, why am I saying I guess? That's what we call him. Deadbeat dad, not that dad, ain't shit dad, whatever. He so after we broke up and everything, you know, he cut the food, you know, he stalked me, he showed up at my job, showed up at places I was, called me 100 times, emailed me 500 times. Like I got a temporary order of protection. Then when we went back to get the permanent order of protection, he had conned his uncle into getting him a lawyer, and so my motion did not survive, so I was not awarded the order of protection. But actually, even thinking about that makes me happy because I know this nigga, like, they love to believe like that this nigga is a good guy, and he's not. So I'm sure he never paid that uncle for that lawyer, and he probably don't talk to him because he owed him that money. But whatever. And so, then after that, because he had acted such a damn fool, he started calling me, yeah, but I want to see my kids. Yo, you want to see him? Like, we need parameters. We need a court order. Like, you not finna just be telling me you want them, bring them right now, or I'm finna come over there and get them right now. Like, nope. Like, you need some rules. Because you a rule breaking ass nigga. So you need some fucking rules. So that started the whole child support wave, and we went to court or whatever. So this bum was ordered to pay $150 per month for 2 kids because he had no job. Allegedly, he probably didn't. He never really kept a job at the time. $150 to make $150 in a month. Like, you could go and work at McDonald's for like one shift for 2 weeks and have money to pay your child support for the month plus a little pocket change. You can go and work any like minimum wage job and just to pay your child support. As far as, oh, but how is he gonna live? Like, he's living off of his family, his mama, his sister, whatever. So this is the only obligation he had. No other bills, no car notes, no insurance, no nothing that grown folks have. Never paid a dime. So he had a visitation order Wednesday nights, I believe. And then every other Sunday, or like one day it'll be Saturday, one day it'll be Sunday. I don't know. It was something, something. Because he claimed he wanted Sunday so he could take them to church. He wasn't a church going devil, just devil. Anyway, so as we were going through court for the child support, he had never paid. Like, we went to another's like status, and he still hadn't paid. Not one payment in like the 3 or 4 months in between. So the judge was mad, and she was ready to put his ass on house arrest. And he, oh no, I gotta work. I can't go on house arrest. Blah 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 blah. So she was like, all right, you're gonna pay this or whatever. So after that court date, when he was scared because he hadn't paid and was scared he was gonna go on house arrest, when the next court date came up, he like had his mommy called my husband the night before and was like, can you just go to court and ask for a continuance? And I promise I'll give you some money next week or something. I'm like, no, false, no. So he didn't show up at the court date. And we just, took it off call or whatever. Because I knew at that point, like, he was in the wind. He was never going to show up again. He just thought like he was going to be arrested, taken into custody or whatever. So he was not going to come to any more court dates, and that was just it. So the 150 a month has just stood since 2015, and it's 2021. And if I got some money, then y'all got it. And also, so he stopped, not stopped. He stopped picking him up for visitation without even saying anything. Like, we went to drop them off at the appointed spot, and he just didn't show up. And he has been largely, out of their lives since then, all because he's afraid that he may go to jail and he don't want to pay $150 a month. So, I mean, that's my child support story. That's my, there ain't shit I can do. Because, I mean, the nigga is like living off the grid, like cabin in the woods type shit or something. I don't know. Like, I ain't finna look for him or whatever, though. But he don't want to be found. He ain't got in contact. Like my oldest is 16, gonna be 17. Like you can contact him without having to talk to me at all. And I don't want to talk to you. I have nothing to say. I wouldn't even be like, yeah, where's my money? No, I have nothing to say. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So at that point, I feel like it's all on him. My conscience is clear. I feel absolved. Absolved? I feel I'm good. Conscience is clear. I'm good. But I'm saying like y'all, all y'all moms and dads, you need to get like me. You need to get your conscience clear. Make sure you all good. You ain't standing in the way. You done what you can. You pay what you supposed to, or you just have done everything right that you could within your power. And if the other person ain't acting right, then that's on them. But all this like actively making mischief and shit, like knock it off. That's old and that's tired. It is 2021. We are all of us, because all this stuff ain't gender specific. Blah 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 blah. This stuff ain't blah 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 blah. This stuff ain't gender specific no more. Like we are all into skincare and health and hydration and meditating and just being better people, finding some inner peace. I mean, some of y'all still out there doing like crazy shit or whatever. But okay, maybe you ain't where some of we on different paths. Okay, cool. Do you, but none of that includes like wilding out with your baby mama and baby daddy. Like that is so old. Like let's drop that trope. Let's like, and I say let's drop that trope because guess what? I'll tell y'all something else. Like growing up, seeing like everybody had a baby mama and baby daddy, and there was always some drama and some fighting and some arguing, and other people get involved and shit. Like I thought like that was how shit's supposed to be. Like, oh, this is part of life. Like you get this old, you have a baby out of wedlock, you live with your mommy, it's problems, it's a whole big drama filled ass thing. Like this is how it goes. Guess what? That ain't how it go. It don't have, I mean, unfortunately it goes like that a lot, but it don't have to be like that. Like for real, like y'all could be like whole healed co-parents and be doing like good and be respecting each other and respecting your kid and stuff, and like everything could be good. Like it don't have to be drama filled. Did y'all know that? It don't have to be drama filled. Like that ain't the way. Like life don't have to go like that. Like it could be so easy. And guess what? Relationships ain't got to be all hard and drama filled. Y'all don't have to have gone through. I hate saying this because my husband always talking about get out the mud, but y'all don't have to have been going through the mud, like dragging each other through the mud, and like it ain't had to be he cheated, I cheated, he beat me up, I pulled a knife on him, we called the police, yeah, we down, we didn't been through it all. Like y'all don't have to go through none of that. Like y'all could just be happy and living life and loving and respecting each other. And guess what? That's not boring. That's amazing. It don't have to be all this stress and drama that takes you away from your goals, from your career, from your education, from your kids, from your family. It don't have to be none of that. Like all that other like drama shit. For one, all that shit costs extra money. Cause you get the nigga arrested, you gonna go bail him out of jail. It costs extra time, it costs extra money, and it's just stupid. Like you can let all that shit go and just have fun. Just live a good life. Like going back to like visitation and child support, like let that kid go with that nigga. Let that kid go with that girl. And enjoy yourself. Treat yourself. Have a good time. Like God. Y'all so weird. Like maintaining like some sort of weird power over somebody, some suspected power over somebody is more important to you than your own happiness and well-being. Like that's so strange to me. Ugh. You need to stop. That's like that ain't cute. That's not yeah, that ain't cute. You need to stop that. Yeah. That's gonna put wrinkles on your face, girl and guy. Guys, y'all need skincare too. I was just thinking that because I was just watching. My husband showed me Nas and Jay-Z's song together from DJ Khaled's new Money Laundering Front, his album, allegedly. But anyway, um, and I was watching the video and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, DJ Khaled looks very hydrated. His skin is glowing. It looks great. Even with that great big old beard or whatever. I'm like, Nas is aging okay, okay. And Jay-Z, I'm just like, I don't know if it's the lighting or what, but like, I know y'all got an esthetician. Like, he needs some treatment, some hyaluronic acid or some a mask or a peel or I don't know, a good scrub. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, guys, y'all need skincare too. So it might be real nice for you too. So go and treat yourself. It's not weird. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. It'll feel good. But yeah, so like that's it. That's it. That's what I wanted to just talk about on this, this testing out this new mic. I kinda my husband got a new mic and we just kind of testing out the quality. So I don't know if this episode will see or hear the light of day. I don't know if it's gonna end up in the stream. It may not. I guess we'll see. And as always, I don't know if I ever said this. Have I said it? Listen, I take too much time between these things to record. I don't be remembering nothing. But true opinion is a lot of times straight off the dome. A lot of times it's just when I get a minute, and it's almost always 99.9% true, authentic, meaning unedited. What you hear, the background noise, my dryer going, Amaya coming in, somebody flushing the toilet, probably a smoke detector. Well, most of that stuff is going to stay in. Probably all of it. Because, I mean, we listen for quality, but yeah. I mean, mean what I say and I say what I mean. So I rarely cut anything. I like that. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. So I rarely cut anything. All right. That's so corny. Okay, y'all, but that's it. So remember, like, don't be an asshole. If you had a baby with somebody, let them see that baby. You don't need to talk to them. You don't need no closure with them. If like y'all, closure is fake and phony and you don't need it. It is just a way for people who were in any type of relationship with you to just try to have the last word. That's what closure is. I want to have the last word. And you know what? You don't need it. Save it. Write it down. That's it. Okay? All right. All right, y'all. Take care. Talk to y'all next time.